Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Who? Sharon! Today I'm going to cook for you one of my favorite dishes. It's been on many of menus, and it's also one of my best friends, Jose, his favorite recipe, and his boyfriend loves it also. It's a farfalle pasta with sweet Italian sausage, white beans, roasted red peppers, and a white wine and chicken broth sauce. I'll be right back with the ingredients list. I really hope you enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. Take a look at some of these ingredients, guys. These are absolutely fabulous. We're starting off, I already made my farfalle pasta today. It's absolutely beautiful. I put it aside right now. I shocked it. It's cooled. And it's got a little bit of olive oil tossed in it so it doesn't dry out. Then over here, we're going to go right over here to our nice fresh baby spinach. Then we're going to go over here to our sweet Italian sausage. Now I've decased this. That means I've taken it out of the casing and it looks like this, almost like ground beef a little bit, but not quite. All right, then we have our little hot pepper flakes, our chicken stock, fresh basil, white beans, roasted red peppers, garlic and oil, some black pepper, of course salt, some dried thyme, and of course 3 tablespoons of butter. Don't mock butter, guys. Butter is phenomenal. Okay folks, of course we're going to start off with our protein first. We're going to cook that through in our saute pan real fast. We're going to start off with a little tiny bit of olive oil in the bottom of our pan. Of course my pan's on already, and we're going to make that nice and hot and warm it up for us. Just a little bit. Not much. And then we're going to take our sweet Italian sausage and put that right in the pan. You should hear some sizzle. Pan's nice and hot. And we're going to brown this meat up and break it apart a little bit as we cook it. Get all that flavor of that sweet Italian sausage start cooking through. We're going to brown that meat up and we'll be right back. One thing that's really, really important about this dish is the order that you put everything into your pan as you're cooking it. Timing is everything. You don't want to overcook, you don't want to undercook your products. Okay folks, the next ingredient we're going to add in is a little bit of our chopped garlic. It's about 3 cloves. Stir that through. Nice. Then our roasted red peppers that I've thinly sliced. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. They're sliced nice and thin and skinny. And they're not too long of strips. You're going to like the way it looks when the dish is over. Okay. Stir that right in there. Oh, it smells great. Alright, from this point, we'll go right to our thyme. I've already pinched it and woken it up a little bit. Throw a little bit of our thyme in there. Tiny bit of our black pepper. A little bit of our salt now. Throw in more salt a little bit later. We're doing salt to taste. Let's get that all going in that pot right there. There you go. Oh, you can smell this already. Nice. Very, very nice. Perfect color. Perfect fragrance. Okay, folks, now that we have that all working together, all right, it looks and smells wonderful. We're going to add about a cup or a cup and a half of Riesling wine. There we go. Let's raise the heat on that a little bit. And bring that to a slight simmer. Okay, now that we've brought that up to a simmer, and everything's looking beautiful and smelling great, we're going to throw into this a little bit of our chicken stock, about, I would say, 2 cups. And let that ride and bring that to a simmer. Okay, we brought it back up to a simmer. It's looking beautiful. I want you to notice some of the color. I'm going to get some close-ups for you. Got a brownish, clear texture to it. Steam is popping off of it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. With that red popping through. We're going to take a little bit of our, we're going to take the rest of our white beans, and now it's time to add those guys into it. There you go. Stir that through. Packed full of protein. Look at the white already with the red. You're going to be so excited when I add the spinach in later on. It's going to be absolutely beautiful and pop on the plate. At this point, we're going to add a little bit of that 3 tablespoons of soft butter. Yes, I'm doing that. Guys, get over it. Butter is better. Calm down. Now that our butter has melted, we're going to throw in a little bit of that red pepper flakes I was telling you about before. Just give it a little bit of heat. Great. And then we're going to throw a little bit of basil in right now. You usually don't do this during the cooking process. It's usually towards the end, which we are almost at the end. Fold that right in. Oh, God, I can't wait for you to taste this. That's fresh basil, thinly sliced. Beautiful. See that color coming through already? I love it. All right, our butter's in, our basil's in. Look at the color difference now that the butter has melted all through it. It's got that light brown color to it. It's beautiful. That butter's going to help it stick right to the pasta without any pasta water, folks. Okay, we got all that going. Next, we're going to add in our pasta and give it a good toss. Okay, our pasta's in. We're going to toss this together here. Stir that up, make everything nice and hot together. Look at those beans. Look at those roasted red peppers. And we're going to add our spinach in and then toss that right with it. Okay, our spinach is in. I'm going to take my spoon and fold it all together. I'm not that talented with my hand here. There we go. Now, I don't want the reason why I'm putting the spinach in now is I just want it wilted through the pasta. I don't want it cooked. I want that nice bright green color to stay when I plate this, okay? So you want to end this in right, you were adding this in at the very, very end so it looks phenomenally fresh when you plate it on your plate. I have tossed it in. Take a look at the colors. Look how beautiful this is. Absolutely, positively, and smells outrageous. All right, I'm going to plate this up for you folks and take a picture of it for you. And there you go, folks. Your farfalle pasta with sweet Italian sausage, white bean, roasted red peppers, freshly tossed baby spinach, and some basil to top it off with some Parmesan cheese in a wonderful Riesling chicken broth sauce that's absolutely, positively to die for. Enjoy, folks. Okay, folks, so I made enough pasta here to feed, yes, my best friend Jose and his boyfriend Manny because it's their favorite dish. But I also made enough for me. So it's time for dinner for me before I go out for my evening with my other friends. And say thank you again for another great episode of Cooking with Who? Sharon! Have a great night, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.